glad to see diversity, but it's really good to see a couple players who have not been here in a while to try to take this on, and there the game goes.
Yep, we've got our 3-2-1 pills. Becky with a ton of doubles, but none of them red, and Washi's with a ton of doubles and none of them blue. This is going to be all up to the doctor right now at the start of this board to see who gets what and who can take an early lead here in this level 14. We're playing 14 to 17. Some end game levels here in the finals.
17 chosen, as we like to mention, that it was one of the first levels where is the first level that can be set up at the very, very top of the board, the highest level that it can go. At least in this version of Dr. Mario. Of course, in Game Boy, it goes even higher. But right now, these two holding it pretty close. It's 35-34. Packy's board, very left heavy. Watch these with a flatter top line, but uh, wow, that was a barge that just left. It turned me into Christopher Walken over on Packy's side. That was something else.
Yeah, Peggy with some nice combos. Wachi with some nice, clever flips to stop some drop time and clear some garbage. Packy has a mountain of red to get through, and Wachi's is a little more diverse and has quite a few doubles. All of Packy's doubles remaining are at the bottom of the board. We'll see how many of them he can pull off. If he can get most of them, he's going to be in good shape at the end of this 14. Right now, it's a 2-virus game, so both competitors very, very close. Watchese has no blue access anymore. He's used it all, and he clicked some nice horizontals, some nice doubles. Watchese is looking for this horizontal red, these horizontal blues coming up soon too. He's all horizontals all the time. Packy's got some horizontals open too. The better the players get, the farther we get into these brackets, the more horizontals we see.
As Packy is needing a couple of yellows, as Watch T's out at a 215. Packy just needs one more yellow. He's going to join him in a 220. So overall, pretty close here at the beginning of this level, or at the beginning of this level block, I should say. Looking to see kind of where things are going to go. Watch these with a cross clear. Again, just like we saw in the semifinals, he's got more of that versus style going on right now. Packy with his pound down, I don't know what to call it. Never stop pressing down is usually what we refer to it as. Play style that, doesn't really change ever, even when he's playing versus. So both players trying to play to their strengths and keeping it very, very close.
Yeah, Watch, he's setting up a big combo going on to the left side. He's got a potential, could build up for a T here in the middle. Decides to go for a more quicker, just double drop combo. He still wants to get these horizontal reds, though. He wants to do it with this, thought he wanted to do with this yellow red. He's going to use this yellow blue instead. Washi's got a little bit of garbage to clean up. Meanwhile, Packy has just this blue in column 7 as garbage right now. He's got no access to yellow viruses right at the moment, opens up one single one. Watchi's is a lot more diverse, except for blues. He doesn't have that much access to blue, but he does have some blue garbage he can use in its place for a little bit.
Yeah, and oh, great clear from Packy over there. Ends up having to take it out of the way as he's got some blue that just wasn't cooperating with the rest
Look at
of it.
this drop from Watch Tees. Big hammer of justice from
Wow.
Watch Tees.
Yeah, and he's managing to hold on to now a 15 virus lead. That's gonna be tough if Packy doesn't start getting the pills that he
Yeah,
wants.
this
There's one of them he's looking for. Big hero combo.
Yeah, he was looking for that for a little bit, and it looks awesome, and it is awesome, but it does take some time. So, Watchies has used that time to open up, you know, about a third of a level lead as he's out at a 436 into his level 16, which is pretty diverse. Some double opportunities horizontally. Got places for all the colors at the moment, but that could change after just a clear or two because he doesn't have a ton of access to yellow.
Yeah, and Packy's still kind of stuck in this 15. It's been you know what it reminds me of is qualifier 15s when you really really need to get moving into 16 and you know the game just doesn't want you to. That
Uh,
clear not
yeah, I think
not
he. I
exactly
think
what he
there was an
wanted.
accidental horizontal there that he wasn't counting on, and that kind of made those yellows instead of clears into some garbage on columns 1 and 2. So you might have to go horizontal for those. Meanwhile, Watch Tease is about 20 viruses into his level 16 and is still making nice combos. Every single pill is building up towards something in a combo space. This nice drop with that horizontal red. Pacquiao at 543. I think it's about a minute behind. He's on about a half a level. He's really going to have to book it in this game one if he wants to catch up.
Yeah, but it is a nice top line. Not a lot of diversity till now when the yellows have disappeared, but you know that's at this point in the game, that's kind of what you hope for is just get a little bit of diversity as things go forward. Pack did not set that down where he wanted it,
Yeah,
and
he got double
if we were
flipped
sitting
on.
if we were sitting in his chat, we'd be able to hear exactly what kind of shucky darns were going on. Uh, got to hear some of that yesterday while I was listening to him while I was playing against him, and yeah, it's he'll let you know whenever there's a bad level coming up, and he is letting the game know right now.
Well, he's gonna set up this horizontal or this drop combo here. He's trying to make his way down, trying to clear out some garbage. Watch these is on all blues and no blue pills, so he's gonna need some help from the doctor, and we all know how helpful he is sometimes. He's got this
Yeah.
yellow in column 3 that's gonna require a combo into it because there's no way to do anything else unless he gets exactly. Oh, that's very clever. That horizontal to drop the garbage row to that's really clever actually. So he's down to just needing 3 blue pills, but he still needs a doctor to give them to him.
Yeah, that's the problem is you can be as clever as you want. If you do not get the right colors, it ain't happening. So he's out at about a 722 and a lot of yellow in this top line. So we'll see kind of how that is going to go. Oh, going to get a quad there early on. Might be looking at a triple as well. No, he's going to just take them horizontal or vertically. Maybe not.
Building some hero stuff. This double red's gonna clear out some more garbage. Uh, Watchis is playing on medium speed, which at these higher levels, as we get into 17, does make a difference with what you're able to do and what you're able to build. So his column 7 and 8 is accessible, whereas somebody on high speed might not be able to get pills over there. He is down to 50 viruses to go in his level 17. Packy is 26 to go in his 16. He's looking for this horizontal blue. He's going to get it. He's going to build a nice big L as well. He's got some big setups and he's got to go big because he's quite a bit behind. And I'm sure he knows it at this point.
Yeah, Packy's, I'll say it, he's a little bit tilted right now. Um, he's already getting the look, which is usually what we see from players who are playing against Packy. As you know, you look over to see if he's finished his level block yet, because you know you're cramming down to the right to the time where it normally is, and that's just it's unfortunate, but thankfully he's somebody with a lot of strong mental fortitude. He will not let this get past him,
We're getting
and we
into
will
the
see
9 minute
next game.
mark.
Yeah.
The 9 minute mark is where you uh, start seeing some finishes for a particularly good run. This has not been a particularly great run for Watch Tees, but he is down to just 17 to go, and Pecky almost a full level behind. So we are got about 15 viruses to go. Lots of doubles available with blues. Peck just one red away. He does get out of 16.
A
Always,
lot faster
always
than I
like to
would have
see
got
that.
through it.
Yeah, absolutely. As
All
he tries
right,
to nap.
so I was just gonna say no blue on this top line for Packy, but gets down to
Yeah,
some pretty quickly.
yeah. Find some blue. Uh, the top of the 17 is scary. Like when we're doing qualifiers, like I'm always scared when I actually am getting into 17. Watch these just two blue pieces away. Uh,
Fuck.
there's one, needs one more. There's the second one. Watch he's out at 1024. And it looks like Watch Cheese is winning crown number one. It looks like Packy, is that on our end or is that on OBS's end?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's
okay,
on
he's
Packy's
it's definitely
end.
on his end. So Packy is one of our original console players. That is a, if I had to guess, that is an RCA cable that maybe around the splitter or something is just um, not cooperating the way it should be. Mine has a tendency to like start flickering, getting lighter and darker if it's not connected perfectly, but eh.
Well, as it turns out, 35-year-old software on 40-year-old hardware sometimes has issues. So we will. Uh, Looks like
Especially.
Packy's running to grab the rubbing alcohol to clean out his cart or something.
Oh yeah, it might just be the game. We'll see what that's gonna do. If I would be shocked to find that Packy wasn't using his original cart as well from his childhood.
Oh,
So
I do. Well,
yep, I do as well.
I don't play on my console for monthlies, but I've passed around my original childhood cart for y'all to sign.
Yep. I know my signature on the back side, upper right, I think.
Of mine
I don't even remember.
or of yours?
But yeah, getting there, I'm looking out a maze of wires behind my bookshelf that kind of keeps this whole thing running. It is not easy to get this old hardware to show up well on a TV and a computer at the same time. So it's just it's amazing when it works, honestly.
Right. I don't look behind it, so it doesn't exist. I don't.
Yeah, yeah. Every few months, I feel the need to tear the whole system down and put it back together again so that it knocks out any of the problems that develop over the course of a few months, but it's been a while and the spider web is starting to get thicker, I think. I think the cables
Yeah,
grow as you wait.
yeah. I've got my consoles hooked up to a CRT and split off to the
Hmm.
PC for streaming, and I've got a second webcam and cables everywhere. It's actually awful, but we're, it works as long as I don't touch it.
Yeah, yeah. It's always just barely running. Of course, I've got mine all confined in a 3 by 5 foot closet, but that's that's my own choice.
Yeah, Packy, hopefully he can get his stream up before too long. Might be doing a reboot as well,
Yeah.
just to. I know as soon as something starts going wrong, it's like abandoned
Hmm.
ship. You gotta just start
Hmm.
over.
Yeah. And again, there's so many failure points here in our setups with especially with the players who do play on original console. And okay, looks like Pack at least has the game up. I
Has
oh, about to say I recognize that particular failure pattern.
Man, how nerdy are we? We recognize the
Hmm.
the error. I was like, oh, that's a misalignment. We can just fix that.
Yep. Yep, that's a open up the front cover and tap it over to the right just a little bit, and it should fix it right
Yeah.
up. Yeah, we all need to invest in top loaders. All right, let's see if we get some readies from our players.
Now more than ever, we will be waiting to make sure people are ready.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, see Pack standing up again. Okay. He wasn't happy with that setup. So,
Mm,
oop,
it
oh,
looks.
wait. Oh, okay, we're getting the colors. Okay. Okay, that was incredibly fast menuing, considering that I know it was done on an actual controller.
Oh, the level said FE. That's not the level. Uh, that is level 254. Don't go to level 254.
Yep, yep, don't want to do that. All right. And with that, we've got it ready from back. I believe we had it ready from Watch D's earlier, but hopefully we will get another one from him just to confirm.
Yeah, it looks like
There it
we
is.
have a ready from Packy, or ready from Watch Tees.
All right,
Good
in for
luck to
game
both
number
players,
two.
and good luck to Packy's console as we have 3, 2, 1 pills for game 2 of the finals.
Notice it's Fever versus Chill. Pack, a notable Chill player who, like Watch D's, just does not care that it might cause extra inputs. They're used
It
to it
definitely
now.
did cause extra inputs. I saw some of them. So uh, hopefully Panky can mitigate the music as well as the RNG here as we're into our level 14. Watch T's going to set up for some drop hero combos already. This yellow blue perfect on the left as well. He has some great opportunities to clean up that garbage, and he is garbage free. Packy's got a lot of doubles.
Ooh, big drop there.
Yep, big drop combo. Both players into the 30s and viruses. We've got a close one early on in this level 14.
Yeah, there's a lot of yellow on the top of Packy's board. We saw that pretty much just be a terrible sign for Floyd earlier in our first match tonight. But man, oh man, it has been okay for him. Just
Yeah,
waiting to
he's
see what's going to come up.
yeah he's made smart choices. Every yellow pill went towards a yellow, and he's gotten through most of it. Meanwhile, now Watch Tease is on the needs yellow train, and he's gonna do a little tuck there. He is in. He needs about 8 or so yellow halves to kind of clean up his part of the board. He's down to 11 viruses, Packy down to 9. It is super close as we're heading into the end game.
I was going to say, let's see how long Packy's willing to wait for that blue yellow. It didn't matter. It was there. And he's going to get this yellow red. Now, any blue will take him out of this level very quickly. He is going to be out at a 212, 211, 212 there. Watch T's not too far behind, out at a 217. Again, just that extra couple of seconds of waiting on the right pill, costing our players some precious time.
Yeah, and at the top of this board, Packy chose to make some garbage just to clear a little bit of space. That is some of the stuff that high speed will do to you because it's like you gotta do something. You can't just you can't just let it drop. So he chooses to take some clears that leave a little bit of garbage, but leave him a little more free to actually use his pills. Watch, he's doing some big combos here. He's taking some drop time, but he's completely clean as he's taking a small 5 virus, not even 5 virus, 2, 3 virus lead early on in this 15.
Yeah, the problem though is how much red that he had on top of his board. And it's not been major issue yet, but it could continue to cause problems. Actually, no, it's not going to cause any problems because he's done with them. But yeah, that can be just those big chunks of color can be a problem. Pack looking at a lot of yellow right now. If the pills don't come, that can be an issue. But I love this setup for him. That is going to be exactly what he looks for. And now, again, just needs those yellows to start showing up, does Pack.
Yeah, Watches has a much more diverse board in terms of the tops of his line. Takes a big drop combo there. He is down to just 12 irises, 11 now. Needs got a couple horizontals available. He's gonna the double red shows up a bit too early for him though, so he's gonna have to take him vertically, and he's gonna have to clear this yellow horizontally so that this blue garbage can drop. He's got some great ideas, but the pill's just not quite showing up in the right order for him.
Yeah, and okay, that is all going to work out. And yeah, Watch T is just going to take these singly. Packy going to need to do an underclear over here on this yellow in column 8. I want to say he's going to look to do those last, but right now Watch T's going to need two more yellow.
Uh,
Oh, and
his
Pack's game froze.
his
So
game froze at 446. So, uh,
we're going to need
I
a ruling on that.
yeah,
Gotta see what Watch T's. Okay, I wasn't sure if maybe he had heard us say that the console died. We will. I believe the ruling is we will give him the option to take a second crown or to offer it to Packy. Or I mean, not to offer the crown to Packy, but to offer to reset. Um, we'll see kind of once it's over what that decision is,
yeah. For now, he should definitely
and
just keep playing.
that is always the rule for us. Just keep playing. So I feel like Packy should probably, especially if he's listening, go ahead and yeah, just do some practice, make sure that it's gonna work. And hopefully we won't run into the problem again.
Does Packy have a backup option? I just don't.
I'm
That he's. Uh,
yes, I think. No, I don't know. Because I know he takes part in our Thursday weekly checkups, but I think he does that with an actual cart, not with an emulator. I would assume there's an emulator loaded on that computer somewhere, but
well,
it's not the preferred way to play for him.
uh,
Like I said, either way, even if Watchman was to go ahead and claim this second crown, that is not going to be. It's not going to be all three. So Packy can still come back in and try it again.
yeah. And for right now, we're just kind of. We are gonna have watch these play through the crown while we're waiting for rulings from the for
Yeah, and I
ruling
mean
from
he's
our judges there. I mean, he's
getting a good
it's,
time.
yeah,
Wow,
and
that's
some
set
big.
up.
We're getting into versus season. We just had our regional in Louisville, and we've got a couple more coming up in the end of March in Tacoma and Milwaukee and Phoenix start of April. So we got a lot of players practicing their verses, and it's showing up today because we've got a lot of big hero combos, big drop, big drop time, and it's great. It's great to watch for
Yeah,
sure.
I want to say this is the only weekend out of a group of like 4 weeks that we do not have a versus live event going on. Because, like you said, we've got Phoenix and Milwaukee and just so much coming up.
Yeah, he's got. There's this one too. He's building up more. He's got a. All right. We are going to have to take a short one, so a short break as we're getting rulings in. So we will be right back.
All right, welcome back. We were just confirming, yes, what will be happening is Watchman does have to finish out the crown if, to basically to be credited for it, but he can make the call of doing a redo. And had he stopped, I feel like we would have forced the redo anyway, but we will see what happens here.
Yeah, Packy just doing some practice, making sure the console's keeping up, getting some nice combos with it too. Just a bit unfortunate to have this happen in a final for sure. But watch these down to just the last couple dozen here. See what he decides to do in this. Like, because I'm not sure. I don't know who watches chat or uh, plays in isolation, as it were. So I'm not even sure if Watchies knows at this point.
Yeah. We've got a lot of players who they just listen to music because that is the only way they're able to concentrate or to kill the nerves. It really does depend on the player. Uh, so I'm kind of well known at this point for paying attention to my opponent's streams. I've been called a screen watcher before. It's not that hurtful, but anyway, um,
I mean,
yeah, it's
I listen to the commentary too. Like that help. Like that sort of pressure helps me.
yeah.
But that is not the case for everybody.
I personally hate listening to commentary just because I, I I'm never 100% sure where things are going, which is why players like Packy who listen to commentary with me on the back end, just kind of mess with me.
All right,
But all
so
right, so
we had a finish at about 11 something, 11:15. Uh, and we are now waiting for a confirmation from our restreamer and judge about what we are going to do next. Just kind of a little bit of a holding pattern in chat as we get that sorted out.
all right, leaving a message for our good friend Watch Tees. Let him know what the status is. And yeah, definitely listen to the official the DrMC channel over me, especially when we're checking in on things like that. All right. I'm trying to think. This is the intro level. Ooh. We're not fans of the test pattern here, not the test pattern. What do you call it? The demo screen. One of the community's least favorite parts of this game, I think. All right, and according to Watch Tees, we are going to get a redo. So, love the sportsmanship of wanting to take your opponent on at their best.
Absolutely. Uh, so we are going to reset to levels 14 and just completely scrap that second crown and redo it. Uh, we have readies from both players. Betty is absolutely right in chat. More Dr. Mario for everybody. We've got our countdown. 3, 2, 1. Pills for game two, take two. Watch these out first and got no doubles available on the top line, but got a bunch of them in the middle. Very diverse opening. Uh, Packy has a lot of blues here at the top of his board and not so much any yellows. We will see how he manages this as he's got a little bit of garbage to work through. Uh, while as Wachi has like almost no red for quite a ways now. He's got to go through two whole layers to get to any more.
Yeah, Packy's board is very. It has been, this color, that color, this color, that color. He's really focused on opening up a lot of diversity, and you can see opening up a lot of double opportunities as he is keeping it close with Watch Tees, who is setting up high up on this board. Uh, there we go. Gonna get kind of everything worked its way down. It was getting a little scary up there at the top, but
Yeah, but that medium speed does a lot for your confidence in being able to make those kinds of moves.
oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. So now Packy with about a 7 virus lead. And, it looks it based on where they are in their boards, although Watch T's now down kind of around the same level as Packy. Pack with everything set up in doubles here in the middle in his mid board. At least all the reds are. And yeah, that is a nice looking end game as long as the right pills show up.
Yeah, and Watchie's has a ton of doubles as well, but he's gonna build an L there, very nicely done. Kind of or not tuck this yellow. He's gonna be ready for horizontals, I guess, if he needs to. Oh,
He's looking
he's gonna build a fat log in case the red doesn't show up, which it does
doesn't.
sort of. He's down to just two yellows. Packy down to just this blue red combo. They're going to be out almost pill for pill. 216, 215. 1 second in it as we head to level 15.
Yeah, that is something else that quickly, that similarly. It's no wonder that some of these players get the same or similar qual times month in and month out. They're just so well versed in these upper levels. As good board health here for Watch Tees on his top line. Now going to need some blue access. Gets a little bit of it. Meanwhile, Packy fighting off this upper right hand corner and at high speed, getting anything done there is always a surprise.
Yeah,
But
but
would
he's got
love to
this
see a double red.
red. Yeah,
There it is.
nice drop into a horizontal, into a T. Huge play for Packy to clear out the top part of his board. But that gave Watch Tees a chance to open up about a little small 5 virus lead early on in level 15. His board, he's going to be needing to go horizontal. Does a little nice drop combo, but it drops this yellow, which is not ideal. And then that horizontal drops even more yellow. Uh, all of that was planned to be part of this yellow on column 7, and now he's going to have to just throw it away with some garbage clears.
And meanwhile, over on Packy's side, you can see his column
He's
one is completely separated. Looks like he's going to set this up as a combo. Oh, really smart setup there to get rid of his garbage and still manage to pull this off as a combo. Uh, just trying to figure out the maneuverability here on this side of the board. Gonna knock everything down and keep it within 3 here against Watch Tees.
Yeah, Washi's board looked a lot lower, but that was because of all that garbage kind of piled up on Pack's side. He's got this big red horizontal that he's going to take at some point. He's waiting to get his board set up to a point where it doesn't make a ton of garbage when he does it. Takes it there. He's down to just 9 viruses, and it's a lot of doubles. He's got the blue. Well, I guess it's just the blue at the bottom at this point, which he can maybe get into an L. Meanwhile, Packy has a potential fat log here on these blue reds at the bottom. We'll see if the doctor lets him. It sure
There it
does.
is.
That yellow clear into a perfect fat log. One more yellow clears the rest of the blue. Packy had a 453. Watch Tees is just about 3 pills behind at a 502 as we are less than 10 seconds different as we're into 16.
Packy opened that one up with a double yellow blitz, but he had yellows sitting on top, ready to go, all doubled up and everything. So the risk he was running was just actually running out of places to put it, which is what you want to see when you're on a blitz. It doesn't cause any major issues. You can see that he is setting up for, well, it'll just have to be a horizontal now on these reds, takes that out of the way, and he is now 13 viruses ahead. A very quick start to this level, as Watch Tease is having a little more trouble kind of getting down into his mid level there, Ramsey.
Yeah, Washi's had a little problem with blues and not great places to put it at the beginning of the level. All the blue is here in the middle of his board, which is where he's got to work at now. So he's going to try to open up some combo opportunities. Here's this red blue on the right. He's got a lot of red now. Now that he's cleared out a lot of that blue, so it's just one color blockade after another as he opens up even more red. He's really going to have to find some red pills in a hurry, or this is going to be really awkward really fast.
Or read exactly what he wants to see, but it's followed immediately by a red yellow instead of, 10 pills later by a red yellow, which for once is something that he would like. But yeah, this is not the sort of board that you want this late in a level block, especially.
Yeah, he's got a lot of reds still. It's a lot of garbage building up on column 5. That's not as bad because he can take those reds out in column 4 and 5 horizontally, and then kind of take the blue out kind of off to the side almost. He's going to use this yellow blue to open that up, and he's going to take all these reds out horizontally at the bottom there. So Pacquiao at about 708 or so, and watch he's going to be. Uh, have to be a
Waiting on
bit
reds.
careful. Bit careful that he doesn't blockade his ability to access that rightmost virus. About 25 seconds behind going into the final level 17, Packy needing nothing but yellows right now.
Yeah, it's oh wow, he goes ahead and takes that horizontal way high up on his board, while kind of waiting on another horizontal to get ready to trigger.
Yeah, he's
Um,
gonna have to use some blue garbage, but that's gonna open up. That's gonna drop all of that stuff on columns 7 and 8 perfectly down. He's cleared out the garbage. He's free and clear right now, garbage free, and about 15 viruses ahead of Watchties, who's got a couple different combos that he's working on. But he's gonna have to drop them down at some point, and he's on medium speed, so the height isn't as big of a concern, but it's the time that he's spending to take it that's a bigger concern.
yeah, this is definitely a situation where it feels like he's playing with fire. Uh, yeah, just dropping that red down to get everything down, but it's still garbage that he has built up. Partially just the doctor's not giving him exactly what he would like to see. But we're at a point now where he now no longer needs blue and it's all just this red yellow. So far, it's not been a hindrance, but this game and its RNG can be a bit nasty. So right now, it is Packy running away with things as he is down to his last 11. Watch Tease needs to hurry this one up if he wants to take this game. Great combo there, but looks like it will likely be too little too late.
Yeah, back down to just his last six. He's got these reds ready for a horizontal here with this nice drop combo. He can clear this blue out, and that's going to open up this horizontal because that yellow is going to fall perfectly into place. Pack out at a 936 and takes game two, take two. Uh, doesn't let the hardware failure rattle him too much. Evens up the games and making this final down to a best of three.
Yeah, and for those interested, the hot times over on the chart are in the 9 minute and sub 9 minute range. So while those are the hottest times. That doesn't necessarily mean they are common times, as those are just blazing fast times for this level block. So yeah, we've seen some good play from both these players early on in this one, but it's going to be a best of three now.
Yeah, anything sub 10 is exceptional in this level block for sure. And to do one under pressure is always great to see. We got players are about to ready up here for game number 3. We've got readies from both, and we're just waiting for a count.
All right, there it is. Three, two, one, and pills. All right, good top line there for watch tees. Less preferable for Packy, although he is going to find a way to use just about anything that's going to come up. Watch tees with more of this. Okay, he didn't really have a place to put yellow. He needed a yellow. I was gonna say more of this versus style play. It's amazing seeing players not playing versus just throwing garbage all over the place. That is, of course, a very common thing with our versus players. But man, oh man, he's doing something right because here he is in the finals.
Yeah, and it's a lot of it just comes down to just going fast. And if you're going fast enough, a piece of garbage here and there isn't going to be as big a deal as pausing and hesitating in between your plays. But as you can see, Watch Tees and Becky are basically dead even on viruses. One or two difference. It flickers back and forth every second practically. Washi's dropping everything down in just a few pills, making that kind of awkward looking middle of the board completely clean. Uh, Packy's got a lot of awkward looking setups himself. Not a lot of doubles available. He's going to have to get creative here as he heads to the bottom of his 14.
Yeah, I liked that red horizontal that he took. It got rid of what could have been a problematic section of his board. And now gonna take, okay, gonna set up everything for these yellows to come down horizontal, or yeah, horizontally was right, and get into the late part of this level. But it is watch tees with a 7 virus lead right now. Um, he's gonna need yellow
Ooh,
and then more
nice T
yellow and a
setup
little more
for
yellow.
yeah, but Packy with this nice kind of what backwards T H gamma setup, whatever you want to call it there. He watch he's out at 217, packing down to just 2 viruses left. We're pretty even. Watch these with a definite slight lead. He meant to shift that one over, but 217, 226, 10 seconds or so difference heading into this 15. Watch these with a lot of red, a lot of doubles though. Packy with a very diverse top line, but not as many doubles until he gets into the second layer.
And that could end up being important later on. But for right now, they're just both trying to get out of this top layer. Uh, Watch he's going to get out of it first, although he keeps stacking things higher up onto the board, so it's kind of hard to say exactly when he's going to get to the end of that section. Packy doing a little more vertical style play, and man, that's a nice triple combo right there.
Yeah,
Um,
Packy playing more vertical, but all his doubles are vertical, so he doesn't have any horizontals except for these like a couple that are also verticals. So we will see if he can. The problem with doing a lot of vertical plays is that you are kind of at the mercy of RNG and getting the pills in the right order. So we'll see what the doctor has in store. Meanwhile, Watch T's at 34 viruses. They're neck and neck in virus count. He's also setting up some vertical combos. This column one is almost going to have to be, the stoplight almost has to be vertical. He almost has to do that next, or it's going to be a big problem. He does go ahead and take that. Uh, Watch, he's kind of setting up for some garbage clears. He's got some drop combos available. He's doing a great job of cleaning up his board. He's down to 26, but Packy in the meantime has taken a small 6, 7, 8 virus lead at the bottom, mid to bottom of this board.
Yeah, and I was just thinking a second ago that blue is going to be a pain point for him, but he's gotten the double blues. They've come through for him, and now he just needs one more double blue, or one more any blue, I should say, to get things out. He would love to see a double red, but yeah, not going to come out there.
Yeah,
Now
he
going to hang. Yeah,
he can't wait. He can't wait at this point. He's going to take this red yellow to do a drop. The red will clear horizontally. Packy needs just one yellow piece. 444, all fours for Pack. Watch D's got this big red horizontal here. Gonna set up a little drop combo here to open that up. He's gonna take this red in column 8 out vertically. The rest are gonna go horizontally here now that he's cleared that up. Watch D's now one blue, one red away. 508, about 25 seconds difference as we are heading into level 16. Packy's got a lot of yellows. Opens up a more diverse uh, middle part of his board. Watchy's got a lot of doubles though.
yeah. Unfortunately, what he doesn't have is a lot of blue access, and it's about to be not a lot of red access either, as the board is heavily yellow on his top line for watch tees here. But so far, the doc giving him the pills that he needs. Although this combination is going to open up a chasm there in column number 4. We'll
Yeah, he would have
see
loved to
if,
play those blue reds in the column 7 or 6 and 7, but they just weren't open yet. So that was the only place left for him to put them without garbage. That made a big hole on the left side of the board. So he's going to be dealing with a lot of drop time in the second half of this level 16.
yeah, it's only about a 7 virus difference though, as again, we see these players just holding steady with each other. Gonna be, yeah, watch tees goes ahead and takes that blue horizontal. I wasn't sure he was gonna go for that. Decides it is the best thing for him. Pack now down to a dozen and needs yellow blue. So far, so good. We'll see, where all of this leads him.
Yeah, he's
He would
hoping to
love to
maybe
take
get
this
these
red.
horizontals, this red in column 5 horizontal to drop this yellow. He's going to need to clear this blue first, and he does. Sand, nice in between clear there. Big T of garbage. Pack with a great ending sequence out at 7 flat. Watch, he's down to 10 viruses left, and they're almost all reds. He needs, and this doesn't quite get the fat log he's after either. So he's going to have to figure out some way to get this blue clear
Ooh.
because this I don't think that's how he meant for that to happen.
This isn't working out the way he had planned it, like you said, and now he's not getting any reds, so there's no way to get the solution put down. Uh, whew. He's gonna take it all vertically in the end, but man, that is a lot of setup, a lot of setup time that just did not work out for Watch Tees. It is giving Packy a just free reign to tear into the 17. He is now about 20 viruses ahead, and into the second layer of this board.
Yeah, watch these. Uh, the the only good thing you could say about that is that all of those setup pieces were not red. He cleared it in just about the minimum amount of red pills that he could have, but the doctor didn't provide the red pills, so that was kind of also the problem. Speaking of red, he's got a lot of red on the top of this board as well. He's gonna need Uh, takes this out horizontally. Nice little drop combo there. I didn't see that resolving quite that way. Good vision on his part. He is trying to make some headway in this level, but Packy is absolutely not letting up on the gas whatsoever.
Yeah, there we go. Watch T's finally getting the right pills to get this board knocked out. Goes ahead and kind of flaunts that medium speed as he gets everything all the way over to the right. That can be done on high speed with a proper dash charge, but it is so much more difficult, especially as many pills into the board as he is. But right now, Packy just storming right through this one. Gonna have a place to put practically any pill combination that doesn't include yellow now. So, disregard that bit.
Yeah,
Gonna
he's
need something.
covered his last red, which is a bit unfortunate, but this yellow red's going to open it back up. He's 2 pills away. One, two, 926, a very good time for a 14 to 17. That's not in the 20 hottest, but that's in the next 20, I'm pretty sure. Or it's close to it. There's a lot of 920s in that range. But yeah, Packy definitely storming back and taking game 3 with an exclamation point. That was a great run of 14 to 17 for Pack.
And now it is 2 games to 1 for Packy. And it is Watchman now is the one who is going to need to take this next one to kind of. It's not even a reverse sweep because he got the first one. It just to reverse the order, force a decider. So we will wait for him to get these 2 yellows that he needs. There's one. There's two. Wow,
Yeah,
tough tail end there.
yeah. Both players hoping, ideally hoping for sub 10 times for both of them. It looks like,
We'll be giving
they
watch
both
tees just a minute.
have, yeah, absolutely. They both have sub 10 times. Their best times, Pack has an 8:55, Watch These has a 9:26 is their best ever tournament times. And I'm sure they can do even better than that. But it is 2-1 for Pack. He's looking to close this out. Watch, he's looking to force a decider. We're going to take just a second while our players are taking a quick minute.
And chat pointing out that this is a marathon. This is not a level block like 6 to 9 where within 15 minutes we are done and on to our next match. This is something that takes 9-10 minutes to get through each individual level, and because it's a best of 5, and it takes a lot out of you. I say that like
Absolutely.
I've done a finals, but I
Well, I'm just looking, I just pulled up my splits just to look at them. It's like, if we're taking my gold times in 14 to 17, uh, we're looking at like 850. And these players are getting, low nines on the regular here. So while these players take a quick break, we're going to take a quick break ourselves. So stick around just a couple minutes. We'll be back with game 4 of the finals here on the DrMC.
Right, we are back, and both of our players are back. As again, Packy with a 2-1 lead here against Watchma, just needing that one more crown to take the win, and Watchman needing to take two more to win it all.
And we've got our 3-2-1 pills going into game four. Pacquiao just a split second before Watch Tees. Both have a both have some diversity, although Pac just cleared his only red that's available. He's going to have to open something up pretty quickly. Watch Tees very diverse and a lot of doubles. He's going to be storming out of the gates here in this level 14.
Yeah, you got to hope for, oh, blue red, exactly what he was hoping to see. And then a red yellow. That is going to keep Watch Tees tied up with Packy, who has split his board a bit, but with taking out that yellow over on the right hand side, looks like it is not going to end up being an issue. Nothing in his first row, though, so it usually doesn't mean anything. It's just an interesting fact.
Yeah, it is interesting. It means everything's just that much more compacted. So he's gonna have to be a little careful not to accidentally clear stuff. Although it looks like he's gonna set up maybe a tease, maybe a big yellow T here on, or just a horizontal here on row 5. Just gonna do a nice horizontal drop. He's got more yellow horizontals. Wakshi also has a bunch of yellow doubles available. He's kind of stacked on top of it here in the middle, but the bottom half of his board, it's got doubles of every color available. Uh, Wachi's behind by 5 irises at the moment, but he could come back if the pills show up in the right order.
Yeah, the thing for him is just getting to those last bits, as there was so much yellow. Um, he takes one yellow with some garbage there. Hopefully, that is not going to be cause for concern later on. I do like this yellow horizontal setup that he's got. Going to take that drop into that. Uh, Packy going to be out at a 155 though.
Yeah, Wachi's just a little bit behind because this is set up. This yellow is going to drop and the blue is going to drop after it. 204. Again, about a 10-second difference into level 15. A lot of blue and red at the top of his board, and he is immediately setting up a horizontal drop combo. Is Watch Tees. He has no yellows available, so he's going to have to be creative with how he uses his yellow garbage. Meanwhile, Pack has a ton of blues on his top line. He's going to have to get some access to some other colors quickly.
Yeah, and Watch Tees needs blue right this second because he's so high up on top of his board. Gets it and sets off that combo that he's been patient for. But oof, it was a little touch and go there for a second. Gonna
No, he
get
wants this drop combo
across. Okay.
with the blues. Oh, he kind of abandons it, which is the unfortunate way to do that. And he still wants it, but at this point, he's going to have to build back up to do it.
Yeah.
Just
He'll
a double red blitz at just not the right time. And now Watch, he's going to have to figure out how to deal with that blue in column 7 and 8. Meanwhile, Pack has had no such issue, and he has gotten up to about a 6, 7, 8 virus lead. But his board is looking a lot cleaner as we're approaching the mid game.
Yeah, and that does speak to how quickly Watch Tees is finding ways to work out some of these combos that will, even while he's setting them up, manage to make other clears. Is that, the fact that now he is down to about 10 viruses down, but even while things were looking kind of at their worst, he was only like 6 or 7 viruses down. So Watch T's definitely playing smart, Dr. Mario, and able to make some really cool things happen.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to get those doubles that he really wanted to. And the fact that he wasn't able to get it meant that he needed more blues to clear it. The big fat log there, though, that at least makes you feel better, even if it doesn't catch you all the way back up. But he has caught up a little. He's was down almost 12 or 13. Now he's down just 5 or 6. as both players approaching the end of their board. Pack has some blue doubles available, but he's going to need to clear this red out first. This horizontal makes it possible that a red horizontal means his blue is available horizontally. He's clear and just needs a couple more blues. Watch Tees needs a couple more blues for his drop combo as well. Both players looking just for a couple blues to end their game, to end their level 15.
Long drought for Pack as Watch Tease gets his three blues, but has to place some with into a combination. Packy is out. Watch Tease is out. Both of them want to forget that end game ever happened. As oh,
Big
gonna be a
T, big
nice
cross,
tee.
very nice.
So basically back to the drawing board for both players as Watch Tease has a lot of setups going on and is within seven of Packy, who uh, doesn't have as many setups going on. So we'll see. Man, that is a clean board though.
Yeah, he has just this one yellow piece of garbage, which is now gone. He has no garbage. Doesn't have anywhere to put yellows, really. He's working on it. Waukesha has a very diverse board with a ton of doubles. This might be exactly what he needs to catch up, as he has completely caught up and taken a small lead just because of how nice this board looks. All of Packy's doubles are at the bottom, and a lot of them are blue. So hopefully he can make that work without too much interference from the doctor. Gonna do this nice tuck. Gonna do a little bit of a drop combo there. Packy down to 30, but Washi's down to 23 as the doubles continue, and he is down to just his last couple dozen here in level 16.
Yeah, Pack with a lightning bolt over there on the left hand side. Not a clear we call very often anymore. Kind of had its day in the sun. We still use it whenever we can, but it is kind of fun to see them when they show back up again. Ooh, nice horizontal there. As Watch Tees again, just holding on to this seven virus lead. Uh, man, nice end game here for Pack. We'll see if he's going to get this as
He's
set up
definitely
as
gonna
an
go for this
L.
T. Definitely gonna go
Yeah.
for this cross. Washi's out at 709. Pack just a little bit behind, but not too much. He is going to clear out. He's kind of covered up this horizontal potential, but I mean, everything's pretty free and clear. He just needs three more red halves and he'll be out. Looks like about 25 seconds back as they're heading into 17.
Assuming the red comes, there it is, out of 737. And Watch T's still at the top of his board. I don't know why I sound even the slightest bit surprised. He gets these setups going well above the top of his board. And I think he's thinking about a red horizontal here. It's gonna require getting okay, he's gonna do it elsewhere with it drop into a cross. That's a
Yeah,
big, big hero play.
right. But it's a versus play because it left a lot of garbage. And he still has a bunch of garbage on his board. His column 1 and 2, that blue and red is not very useful. He's got this yellow on column 5 and 6 that's not very useful either. And Packy has caught up. He's now down just five, now two viruses. It's going to be a race to the finish here. Uh, Watch, he has a ton of yellow he needs. He needs just nothing but yellows. His double yellow is a big help, but he's still got this garbage on column 1 and 2. I'm just not sure how he's going to be able to take this down efficiently. Meanwhile, Packy's completely open and has every color combo available. It's a little bit floaty, but a little bit spired, but the drop time is not too bad. He's going to set up for this big red horizontal. We'll see if he gets it. And Watchties is just still looking to clear out some garbage.
Ooh, Packy gonna get this horizontal knocked out. And man, that took a lot of trouble off the top of his board. I don't think that double yellow went where he wanted it to, but in the end, it's not going to make a big difference as that is going to go floating down. He is Still three viruses behind as it is Watch Tees with the lead. Uh, Down further into his board and needs some reds. Needs a little bit of everything, but right now he needs reds first. And okay, he's going to be setting up for these reds horizontally.
He's gonna
Okay,
need a
yeah, I
yellow.
see the play. It
Yep.
is a master stroke, but doesn't have the yellow set up yet.
Yeah, he's got this blue in column 5 that's kind of blocking it, but he's down to just 3 viruses. Pack down to 6 viruses. He does open the yellow setup. Watch, he's needing just one red. Here it is. He's out at a 10-12, and Pack is out at a
Oh,
10-14.
10-14,
Oh,
so
two
close.
seconds. I believe that is. I believe we double check within 2 seconds or 3 seconds to make sure that clocks were started at the right time. But man, what a game! What an ending to that game 4.
I mean, that did look fairly clear. We do
It
have confirmation from Dave that he will be double checking, though.
Yeah, that looked it looked like a solid 2 seconds, but we're just gonna it doesn't take much to just double check the clocks as we start and go. But man, what if that result holds, that's a 2 second finish, and we'll be heading to a deciding game 5.
Yep. So ready your crows. Don't get your crows out yet. They may not be getting fed, but it does appear that they might be. So gonna wait and see what it looks like as the crows are hungry. They want a decider. We're gonna wait and see what is gonna happen. Yeah, definitely GG's on both sides.
Absolutely.
So again, as we were saying at the top, for Packy, this would be his first championship since 2021. For Watchman, his first since 2023. Both players, very deserving, have been playing this game, and we've got a confirmed win for Watch Tees. Yeah, both these players have been playing this game for a long time, and either way this goes, this is going to be an excellent finish, and we're going to see somebody deserving take another victory. First one to three. Be the first one to three championships. Nope. Sorry. Scratch that. Packy's got three. So
Close
first one to their next
enough.
championship.
Well, it was a best of 5, then a best of 3, and now one crown to decide the March championship. 3, 2, 1. Pills. Both players uh, out of the gates now, and we've got a nice diverse board with some doubles for Packy, and a nice board with lots of doubles, but not a lot of red. Wachi's going to have to open some up, and he doesn't have a lot of red at all in his second layer. He has to get down to the full middle of his board to open up a bunch of red options.
Yeah, that's it's not a favorable starting board position. Although Packy's is kind of falling apart as we speak as well. He's getting a lot of yellow, needs blue to really bring this down. Really smart use of the yellows there to drop it down and get everything ready for a combo. It is Packy with a two virus lead that is kind of holding as Watch Tees with a left heavy board setup is looking at a lot of double opportunities later on in this level.
Yeah, and Packy has demolished both the left and right side of his board. He's playing in almost just the middle 4 columns. And that is going to be really tough unless the pills come exactly the right way. And right now he's a little bit short on blue. He takes the blue and leaves a piece of garbage, which is probably very smart because that opens up this middle of the board, which is where he needs to be playing.
And now it is Watch Tees with a six virus lead. Uh, it's working out for him. He's going to need some red to bring this board down and really get it advancing. Now this yellow blue exactly what he wants, but again, it's the red is looking like it is going to be his pinch at the end.
Yeah, Packy with a
Going to
nice
take
red
this one combo.
horizontal here. Uh, he has cleared all the yellow out, so that yellow problem is a thing of the past, and now he has just red and blue. Watched he's gonna take this big long drop, take some drop time, but clears out room for these final pills. He has got four viruses that are all open. Uh, Packy has two viruses, needs just one blue pill. Watch Cheese needs just one red pill. 223, 223. It's a tie going into level 15. Three levels left to decide the March Championship.
We expect nothing less. And oh, love these opening pills for Packy as he gets big combo going. Of course, that's going to leave him with out any access to yellow till just now. But yeah, a lot of blue on this top line that could end up being an issue for him. We'll see if that turns into the case. Speaking of blue, that is what Watch Tease does not want to see, as he has no access to blue on the top of his board. So definitely different boards going on here at the top for our two players.
Yeah, Watch Cheese got basically perfect pills for the first 10 or 12 pills. Absolutely no garbage whatsoever. And then all of a sudden he was out of blue. And so now he's still out of blue. He's got a smart place for blue garbage that can use blue yellow or blue red. Now he's actually opened up some genuine blue viruses. So he's made his way through the bottom of the board, and it's still tied 29-27. Packy taking just the tiniest lead as we're heading through the mid game. Watchy's has some good horizontal options at the bottom, but Packy does too, and we will see which one. Oh, he's building up for this nice little bit of a perfect drop there. Blue red going to the right. Packy's board looks great heading into his end game.
Yeah, Packy very smartly taking the delay on that pill. You know, always finding that the best place for a pill may not be the obvious place for it. He is going to set this down, and one yellow pill is going to drop him into his level 16 out of a 417. That is, I believe, the fastest time we've seen him out of the first two levels in this block tonight.
Yeah, that was just a great solution to that end game and used every single horizontal. But Watchis is going to take this with zero drop time on the final six viruses, 434. He's not very far behind, and these levels take 2.5 plus minutes. So 10, 15 seconds is easily achievable to make up here as we go into level 16.
And look at the setup for Packy. He is thinking about a horizontal
Oh, he's
on the
absolutely taking this.
blues.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a hugely spectacular play, but you know what? It's you don't really need hugely spectacular plays every time. And he is holding on to now a two virus lead. Watch tease. I'm scared. I'm scared,
Yeah.
Ramsey. I'm
Yeah.
assuming that's a stream issue.
It
There
looks
it
like it's a
goes.
stream issue. We got a stream refresh, and we're you can breathe again.
Yep.
It's we're still just virus for virus here. Both boards looking like they could use a little bit more color diversity. Watch these need some yellows. Pack also, well, he's opened up. He's gotten rid of almost all his blues though in the process. He opened up some yellows, but got rid of all the blues to do it. He's got some doubles at the bottom, but the board's pretty full. He's gonna have to. It's gonna be tough for him to take all of these as doubles. We'll see what he can come up with though.
Yeah, this has been very back and forth as each player is hitting favorable sections of their board at different times. Neither player able to hold on to a lead as we see Pat go ahead and get this big combo to take it by one. We're going to see the same thing from Watchman. Now he's taking it by two. It's just so back and forth. Pac's got to be hoping for some blue, especially with that red
Yeah,
yellow
that red.
placed the wrong direction based on where the previous one was set. There it is. And gonna get some blue yellow. Okay, yeah, that's the blue yellow we wanted. So now Packy down to just two viruses as Watch Tease I know has some setups ready to go. There's one of them. It's
Yeah,
double
but
red
it's
exactly what he
th-
needed.
yeah, but this red for watch cheese at the bottom is buried and not a very easy way to get to it other than just vertically, which means you're waiting for blue. And now you're waiting for maybe a yellow red to drop down. This is not the ideal scenario for watch cheese as he's struggling. The double red's good. He's going to be out at a 7-12. So it looks like the timers are still pretty synced. So he's got about a 13 virus deficit that he's got to make up in this level. This is it. There's no time left. He's building up all the way at the top, and he's gonna the medium speed is gonna let him take a nice big horizontal. But he's got so much yellow to get through.
Yeah, it's a scary board. Uh, and this 17
Pax built a scary
is
board
for everything.
himself.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is all or nothing.
he's hollowed out the middle of his board. He's got the Red Bull of a board. It's like nothing on the middle at all, and gonna have to try to figure out how to mitigate drop time uh, as he clears out. Yet another. He's trying to clear down level columns 1, 2, 7, 8. Watched he's still on Mount Yellow though. He needs a lot more. He's used a lot and he still needs a lot.
Packy gets through with the yellows over on that left-hand side. Still waiting for a red blue to, okay, is just going to take them out separately. And yeah, again, no garbage on Packy's side. It's such a clean board. That is not where he wanted to put that piece. So now it's a question of how quickly can he recover from this?
Well,
Uh, Fairly.
he's
Oh, wow, and uses it.
yeah, he smartly cleared out some red out from underneath it that would have been covered and actually was able to use some of that misplace as actual fuel. It's about a 6 virus deficit as Mount Yellow has erupted and now has lava underneath. We've got just these colors are just not in a good order for Watch Tees, but he's doing a good job keeping up. Uh, Packy has just just a couple dozen viruses to go, but not a lot of doubles to speak of. We'll see if Watch Tees can catch up. He's down to just a 4 virus deficit as we get into our end games.
Yeah, the stair steps going on over on Watch Tease's side were blessing and curse maybe, as Packy there he gets the blue that he needs, and now everything is clustered over on that right hand side, whereas Watch Tease has everything layered out in the middle of his board. It is going to be very, very close as Packy gets the blue that he needs. Now
He needs
he's
a
looking for a
yellow
red
red.
yellow.
He needs a yellow red to do a fat log into a drop clear.
There it
It's gonna
is.
drop. The yellow's primed. He has just 3 viruses to go. Watch he's at just 5 viruses to go. A double red, very
Oh,
timely. And Packy needs some blue now. Watch he's gonna be out at a 10:06, and he started his timer first. Watch tease with a great end game. Steals that one. Oh my goodness, a 6-second victory for Watch Tees in the finals. Game 5. Oh my goodness.
and that is the way Dr. Mario plays it. Watch Tees, congratulations. You have taken your first DRMC main bracket speed championship in 2 years. Packy with his second runner-up finish in 2 months. Congratulations to both of them. That has been a hard-fought match at the end of a hard-fought tournament. And Ramsey, we promised madness at the top of the tournament. I think we have delivered.
Man, what the March Madness indeed. We had maybe a bit of chalk going into the semifinals, but Sunday was nothing but excitement from top to bottom. We had tied rounds, a decider in the finals. I couldn't have asked for anything better.